Hey everybody, how's it going? Going to be changing some of the hardware on the guitar here. The input-output jack is loose. I think one of the screws are stripped. The screws are mismatched. It's chrome. The bridge is gold colored. So I'm going to swap it over to gold. The connection's good, so I'm going to leave the jack itself and just swap the housing. And the other thing I'm going to swap are the saddles. I'm going to swap, these are just regular saddles. I'm going to swap over to roller saddles. If you look on the end, I've already done this. I swapped to roller string trees, which helps keep the guitar in tune when you're using the tremolo or whammy bar, if you will. It's an inexpensive little way to fix up your cheap guitar, or expensive guitar for that matter. Start by taking the whammy bar off. Set that aside. Some of the tools I'll be using are a cordless screwdriver, regular old handheld screwdriver. This one's a ratcheting one. A little tiny 1/4-inch drive ratchet with a 12mm socket, deep socket, and this is just an adapter for the cordless driver. Some side cutters. These are gear wrench, highly recommend them, really good side cutters. Possibly some solder, not sure. No, I don't need the solder actually. And some strings, because I'm going to be cutting the strings off. So first we'll start with this. As you can see, it's loose. We'll just pop that off. If you're going to be reusing the screws, set them somewhere where you won't lose them. I won't be reusing them. The new housing comes with new screws. Yeah, this one's not even biting in there, so. Okay, we'll take that off, set that down, pull that out, put that in there, and we'll just take this out. And this is a 12mm retaining nut. So this is the part we're replacing. This will stay because the connection's good. We will put this one on. I don't know if the new one, let me see. Yeah, the new one comes, okay. So here's the new part. We're gonna take out the jack because this one's good. And it's the same jack. This is a silver jack inside. But it does come with 2 new gold colored screws. So we'll take this out of there. Okay. Don't need that. We don't need that. We'll put this on here so it doesn't protrude so far from the housing. Get started here. There we go. And we'll put that through there. Go a little further down. Put the washer on, gold washer, and the new retaining nut. That started. Just tighten it down with this. There we go. Put that back down. Now we'll see when we put the screws in, we'll see, make sure, hopefully the holes aren't stripped out too bad. We'll go in by hand with the driver rather than use the power ones, in case they are close to strip. Yeah, okay, hold on. You don't want to go, full hog with the cordless driver and strip them out right off the bat. You also don't want to tighten them down right away till you got them both in. So we'll just put that one in loosely. That one in there. Start it. All right, it seems to be biting, so we should be good. Otherwise, you can just glue some toothpicks in there to fill the hole. Okay, don't want it too tight. It's good, snug, everything's perfect. Set this aside. We'll just put this in the bag that the new one came in. Possibly use it on another guitar sometime. So again, there's nothing wrong with it. and it has a new jack, so new jack city. Okay, that's done. Next, we're gonna cut the strings off. So I'll just pause here. I'm gonna do it one at a time. Well, maybe I'll do the first one and then show you what I'm doing here. So we'll snip that. I'll show you how to do one rather than show you all of them. Pull the string out through the back. Now what you want to do is take note of where this lines up with the one next to it. You're going to have to set the intonation afterwards anyway, but you want to get it as close as you can. So, pull that out. Take this off. And it's pretty much lined up with this next one, so it'll be easy to... There we go. Take that off, pull that out. Don't lose the little spring. Save these. You might go buy a guitar in the future that needs an extra saddle. I have a bunch of these in different colors. It's just always good to keep them. Keep all your spare parts. These are the new ones from Musiclily. You can order from their website or on Amazon. I've had nothing but good luck with their stuff. Always been quality, inexpensive, and really quick delivery. Usually quicker than expected. So I'll show you the difference between these and the old saddle I took out. See, on the old one, the string just slides on this metal groove. And on these ones, it actually has a roller. So there's less pressure on the string. We're also going to get an Allen key and notch that down. I'm just going to pause you for a minute and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just had to go get an Allen key. Didn't want you guys to wait. What I'm doing is matching these up for string height. So you can see how far the little grub screws stick down. You want the string height here, where it rests on the roller and where it rested on the groove, to be roughly the same height. Again, you can set this up once it's on the guitar, but it's easy to just get it set up first before you put it on there, so you can get it close in the ballpark. So we'll just take this screw out of here. Come in through the back side. Oops, sorry. Up through the back side, then the spring, then the roller saddle. Come on. So what we're going to do is adjust this until it's roughly the same distance as the old one was. As close as possible anyway. Getting there. A little far. Again, you don't have to use a power driver, do it by hand. A little more accurate. But there you go, that's it. You can see the difference there. And then you finish with the rest of them and put the strings on. This type of bridge, it doesn't matter so much. You can do all the strings at once. You don't have to worry about it. If it's a floating bridge, you'd want to do one at a time. Otherwise, you got to reset up the bridge. It's a big pain in the ass. So this one, I'll just go ahead and change them all out, and then I'll come back. So just hold tight. All right. So I've changed 5 of them so far. Got them set up to pretty much where they were. I've saved this last one to show you because I changed something a little. Just cut this last string off. Oh, come on. All right. Pull that out of there. Look over there. Do that. We'll loosen this off. So these are the ones, this is the last one of the original ones. And you'll see it has a black screw and a black spring, with the gold straight non-roller saddle. I like the black screw and the black black spring and the black little grub screws. Whereas the new roller ones have gold spring, gold screw, sorry, and gold grub screws. Excuse the filthy fingernails, I was working on a car. My hands are really scarred up too. One of the issues I have is I have psoriasis, so my skin cuts really easy due to the medication I take. It thins the skin. So anyway, enough about that. So what I'm going to do is take the new one. I'm going to take the gold one piece out, put that in the old one to store away for future use. Here, we'll just move it over here so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Take the Allen key, take out the black grub screws. You want to be careful because if you drop one of these little grub screws, good luck ever finding it again, particularly in a garage floor like this. If you're working at the kitchen table or something, you might be all right. Set up a towel, a terry towel or something, so they don't roll away if you do drop them. But in the garage where I am, it's a pretty fat chance if I drop this on the floor I'd ever find it. I've had enough time finding a 1/2-inch bolt, never mind a little tiny grub screw, a black one at that. Okay, we'll set that aside. This is the old one. This is the new one. We're going to take the gold grub screws out of this. They're the same size, of course. Checked before deciding to change them. Pop that out. And we'll just put these right into the old, put the new grub screw into the old saddle. Again, just for future use. I have bought guitars with missing pieces, so it's always good to have spares. I generally don't throw out any parts I take off a guitar unless they're like broken beyond repair, because you never know. The smallest little piece, it's hard to find. Like it's hard to find a single saddle if you're missing one. Go to a music store and most of them won't have it. I looked around for another guitar I had just for a single saddle, and I ended up just ordering a whole new set. Not that they're expensive, but I mean, if you have one, why not keep the spares around? So we'll just put the old one in the little baggie that the new ones came in, and we'll set those aside. So we'll take the old black grub screws, put them in the new roller saddle. Some of them were a bit snug of a fit because the gold plating kind of protrudes at the end when it's coming through the bottom here. But once you get through that, it's no problem. Yeah, this one's good. It's not tight at all. I'm just kind of setting them half and half. I'll adjust the height once I have the strings on. I'll set the action or the string height and the intonation after. The intonation should be fairly close because I am leaving it where it was. I know this is really exciting watching me do this, but I figured you should see. Didn't want to skip over everything, just show you. Here's the parts, here's the guitar, boom, done. Kind of defeats the purpose of doing a video on it. Okay, so we'll take the old screw again, put it through there. These springs are directional. If you look, they're smaller at one end. You want the smaller end against the saddle. So put the large end facing the back of the bridge. Saddle on, we'll push that in, line it up. Get it started. Come on. Some of these go really easy and some of them gotta fight you. Okay, just hold on. I'm just gonna pause you here while I get this started. Sorry about that, back here. So they're all in now. They're all screwed in, adjusted to roughly the same settings they were previous to changing them. Take the old ones, put them in they came in individual bags, so we'll just put them in together in one here. I'll clean up a little, put the strings on, and be back, and we'll see how it is, how far off it is, how much adjustment it actually needs. Strings I'll be putting on are just some Ernie Ball custom gauge 46 They're 9 to 46. So I like light strings. Some people like heavy strings. I like light strings. There you go. So we'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, I've got them on, strings on, guitar tuned. I stretched them as much as I could. Clip the ends off. Always make sure and clip your strings. Nothing worse than a bunch of strings dangling off, especially if you're playing in a band, poke someone in the eye. It's a terrible thing. I'm just playing with my little battery powered amp here. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Yeah, sounds good. Goes right back into tune as soon as I... The action isn't terrible. I might need to adjust it a little bit, but not too bad. The intonation seems to be spot on. Anyway, enough of my crappy playing. There it is. The roller saddle's in. Look good with the black fasteners. Roller string trees on the headstock of the guitar. Next up will be locking tuners. But for now, she plays good, sounds good. Not bad for a $40 guitar that I cleaned up. Put maybe, I don't know, $50 into it, and everything's good. Definitely a player. That's her. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by, taking the time to suffer through that long video, but hopefully it helps you out if you want to change to roller saddles and roller string trees. Those are kind of self-explanatory. You don't really need a video. Just unscrew the old ones and put these on. That's it. Have a great day.